إن حب رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يجري في دمائنا، كيف لا؟ والإيمان لا يتحقق إلا أن يكون عليه الصلاة والسلام أحب إلينا من أنفسنا. فداه أبي وأمي ونفسي.
فداك نفسي، فداك روحي، فداك أهلي، فداك مالي، أنت الحبيب محمد. يا حبيب الله، يا رسول الله.
Urwa bin Mas'ud, he visited Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He visited the Muslim camp, and Urwa bin Mas'ud came into a different world. Urwa bin Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu came in to meet Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he saw with his eyes things that amazed him. When Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would make wudu, the Sahaba would jump to grab the water that would drop off his body in order to rub it on their faces and hands to get the blessings from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When a hair would fall, they would jump to take it. When he would give them an order, they would rush to fulfill it. When Urwa bin Mas'ud was talking to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he wanted to extend his hand and hold the beard of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So someone standing, this man, whenever Urwa bin Mas'ud would extend his hand forward to hold to the beard to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so Urwa bin Mas'ud would extend his hand to hold on to the beard of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and this man standing next to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would strike him with the butt of his sword and tell him, pull your hand away before it doesn't come back to you. So Urwa bin Mas'ud said, I think that this man is the most wicked among you and the most rough. Who is he? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam smiled and said, this is your nephew, Al-Mughira bin Shu'bah. This was the nephew of Urwa bin Mas'ud. Now, because he was Muslim, he was so devoted to the protection of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he would not even allow his uncle to extend his hand and touch the beard of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Urwa obviously was shocked by this, and brothers and sisters, you might hear me say this again and again. Whenever we talk about those stories, transport yourself to their society, put yourself in their shoes, and try to think the way they used to think, and try to understand the circumstances that are around you. This was a tribal society where the tribe and family ties were everything. And Urwa bin Mas'ud obviously would be quite in a shocked state to see how Islam has changed his own nephew, Al-Mughira bin Shu'bah, and how he was now dealing with him. Urwa bin Mas'ud went back to Quraysh and told them, O people of Quraysh, I have visited the kings of the world, and I have had audiences with Caesar and with Kisra, the Persian emperor, and with the Negus, and I have never seen the followers of a king so devoted to their leader like the Sahaba in their devotion to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I have never seen any obedience among the followers of a king like I have seen with the Sahaba with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whenever he would give them a command, they would rush to do it. And whenever he would speak, they would be silent as if birds are on their heads. And whenever he would give them a command, they would rush to fulfill it. And whenever he would make wudu, they would rush to get the droplets of water falling off his body. Whenever a hair would fall from him, they would take it and fight to get it. So, O people of Quraysh, Muhammad ﷺ has given you an offer, accept it. Because I don't think that his followers will ever give him up. This was the impression that the disbelievers would get when they would see the Muslims, that they would never give him up, that they would never betray him, that they would never leave him, that they would fight until the last man for his protection. But times are different. So brothers and sisters, we ask Allah Azza wa Jal that He raises among us men and women. لا يخافون في الله لومة لائم. They do not fear in the sake of Allah the blame of the blamers, who would make the kuffar realize that they, by committing blasphemy against our beloved Muhammad, have actually walked straight into a hornet's nest, and that the dust of this will never settle down.